Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. Whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's practice is yoga for lower back pain. So a lot of us will experience low back pain at some time in our lives, whether that's discomfort or full-on pain. So hopefully this practice will serve to ease some of that discomfort in your body. And even if you're not experiencing any pain in the low back, this is just a great practice for your spine health, your core health, to have you feeling functional and ready to go in your life off of the mat. So we'll get started here with a bolster or a pillow for your practice. If you are using a pillow, see if you can get one from your bed that's nice and big, just around the size of a bolster, if you can. And we're gonna grab that pillow or bolster and start in our child's pose. So from your hands and knees, let your knees open nice and wide apart. Big toes will be together behind you. Slide that prop in between your thighs so that as you sit your hips back to your heels, you feel that support under your thighs, under your chest. Hands can rest wherever they feel comfortable. And then rest on one cheek here as you settle in. Perhaps allowing your eyes to flutter closed if they haven't already done so. Allowing your breath to become smooth and even as you release the weight of your body into the support of your prop, of your mat. Giving yourself a few moments as we begin our practice to really arrive here on your mat. Tuning into how your body feels in this moment without any judgment or expectation. Focusing especially on any sensations that may arise around your low back, your pelvis, your hips. And while we're here, you might like to play with intentionally sending your breath into that area of your low back. So as you inhale, imagine your breath moving into that space all around your spine, feeling that expansion, that ballooning that we usually get in the belly, but now sending it into your back body. As you exhale, as usual, feeling that relaxing, that releasing through your body. Before you inhale again, looking for expansion around your low back. And exhale to release. Maybe play with that a couple more times. Turn your head to rest on the opposite cheek when you're ready. And we'll stay for one more full round of breath here before we get moving. Stretching the spine with an inhale. And exhale. Moving slowly. Start by fluttering your eyes open once again. Bringing your chin back to center. And then pressing your hands to lift yourself up off of your prop. We'll slowly transition onto hands and knees. Just sliding your bolster or your pillow out of the way, but please keep it nearby. Let's center our knees underneath of our hips, feet in line with your knees. Finding your tabletop position with a nice long spine. So as you inhale, feel the crown of your head lengthen forward, your tailbone reach back. As you exhale, draw your shoulder blades apart, pushing away from the floor as you round your spine. Then inhale, drag your shoulder blades together. Feel how that lifts your heart and drops your belly. Exhale again to pull the shoulder blades apart and puff the upper back. Again, inhale, shoulder blades together, opening the heart space. Exhale, shoulder blades apart, puffing, rounding through your back. Two more like this. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat. All the while really actively pushing up and away through your palms. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Lovely. With your next inhale, come back to that nice long neutral spine. Stay with your exhale, lifting your belly button in and up. Please tuck your toes if you haven't already done so. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees to hover, pushing up away from the earth. Keeping your spine long, your belly drawing in and up, feeling a little shake, a little fire in the belly. So a really good way to support your back is by strengthening your core, those front abdominals. So we're going to hold here and breathe for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release your knees down. Beautiful job. Let your knees open wide, hands open wide, and take some circles with your hips. Make this movement as big or as small as it feels good for you. We want to make sure we're not making any sudden jerky motions here, keeping everything steady and smooth. Switch directions with your circles if you haven't already, moving your spine in any way that feels sweet. And then when the time feels right for you, you can bring yourself back to stillness. Sit your hips to one side, bring your legs around in front of you, and find a seated position. Lovely. Let's find a kind of boxy seat here. So we'll start by bringing that right leg in front of the left, keeping your shins a little bit distant from your pelvis so that there's this nice triangle shape in between your legs. Left hand will root down onto the top of your right hip, actively pushing into the earth. Then take an inhale to lengthen up through your right arm, through the crown of your head. As you exhale, reach up and over into a little side stretch. As you reach through your right arm, press down through your left hand to anchor you and feel that space you're creating in your side waist. Take a full breath in and slow breath out. Once more here, keeping your legs nice and heavy, rooting you to the mat. Maybe reach a little bit further with this last breath in. And breath out. Now as you inhale, slowly lift back up nice and tall. Right hand is going to come over your head, landing on your left ear. And then gently encourage your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder and find a stretch through the side of your neck. Just a few moments here to feel that stretch. Really giving some love to your entire spine. So even though we're focusing a little bit more on the lower portion of your spine, of your back, we want to make sure that we get this whole connected chain of your spine involved. Take another inhale here and use your exhale to gently release. Hand comes down, head comes back to center. Take a moment to rest your palms in your lap. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. Notice how you feel. And let's try out that other side. So please switch the cross of your legs, keeping that boxy shape, but this time left shin in front of your right. Right hand is going to anchor down your left hip, so crossing your body to press down. Take a big inhale to sweep your left arm up. As you exhale, reach over, find that side stretch. So this does not have to be a big movement for you to really feel a little extra space through the side of your waist, the side of your ribs. You might even get a nice little stretch kind of underneath the armpit all the way up through your fingertips. Lovely. Let's take another full breath in and slow breath out. Your next inhale lifts you up tall. Really lift through the crown of your head. And then gently release your hand to your right ear. And let's drop left ear to left shoulder. Making sure not to pull with your hand, but just some gentle encouragement here to find that stretch. Smooth, even breaths in and out through your nose. If this is feeling good, feel free to stay for another breath or two. When you're ready, use your next exhale to release. Take it slow as you drop your arm, bring your head back to center, and take a moment here. Lovely. We're going to grab our prop once more, whether that's your bolster or your pillow. Move it to about the middle of your mat with just a little bit more space for your head. And we're going to scoot ourselves to sit on that prop. So go ahead and sit yourself towards that farther edge of your prop, so a little bit closer to your feet. And then use your hands to help as you ease yourself down. You're going to come all the way to lay on your mat with your tailbone supported by your prop. So feel free to shift yourself around as much as needed to feel like you can really relax your weight down into your props here. And when you're ready, we'll bring that right knee in towards the chest. Let your hands reach for the back of your thigh or maybe the top of your shin. And as you gently pull that knee in, notice how that feels for your low back. Maybe roll through your right ankle if that feels good as well. I cannot resist a moment to roll out my ankles. And when you're ready, keeping your right knee hugging in towards your chest, we're slowly going to ease that left leg long down the mat. So it doesn't matter how straight you get the left leg, just thinking about lengthening through the top of your thigh as you pull your right knee in. So opposite action here, right thigh close to you, left thigh lengthening away. And hopefully that's going to give you that sensation right at the top of your thigh, stretching into your hip flexor, into your psoas. This is an area that can really pull on your low back and make that discomfort worse. So giving ourselves a few moments to stay here and really stretch into this space. Now, if this is feeling really intense for your body today, that's a-okay. You can do this same posture without your prop underneath you. So you can slide that pillow, that bolster away, lay flat on your back, and take this same shape, right knee to your chest, left leg as long as it wants to go. And let's stay for 2 more breaths on this side, investigating that sensation. Now we're going to move slowly here as we come out the same way we came in. So starting by bending into your left knee, planting your left foot for stability, and then gently lowering your right foot to the floor to meet your left. Feel that grounding down, heaviness through your hips, and only once you feel ready will you come to the other side. So left knee hugging in towards your chest, catch your thigh, your shin. Maybe start here for a few moments, rolling your ankle. And then over time, start to work your right leg straighter as it lengthens out along your mat. So there could be a big bend in your right knee. That's a-okay. We're working towards more length. So it doesn't mean you get there immediately. Let yourself ease into it with the help of your breath. Smooth, steady inhales and exhales, helping you to stretch and create more space. You may notice as we stay for a few more breaths on this side that the stretch feels a little bit different in your right hip. It's totally normal for us to have one side that is a little bit tighter than the other. Usually your dominant leg is going to feel a little bit more of that pulling and tension just because you use it more often. Think driving, playing sports, even walking, you might favor one side over the other. So if this is your tighter side, feel free to stay for a few breaths longer. Really give some time for that stretch to get a little bit deeper. If you're feeling good on this side, then let's slowly rebend the right knee, plant your right foot. Bring your left foot down to meet your right, nice and slow. And from here, pressing into the soles of your feet, start to lift your hips. And let's slide our bolster down until it's underneath your knees. So your tailbone can come all the way to the floor. Legs can open a little bit wider as you settle that prop just underneath your knees here. With that extra support of your prop, you're taking some pressure out of your low back. If you want even more of a release, you're welcome to bend your knees, bring your feet to your bolster, giving you even more space for your low back to soften and relax. Once you're settled through your lower body, allow your arms to find a place where they feel comfortable as well. You can close your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you. And give yourself a few moments to simply be here as we finish out our practice today. Allowing yourself to have a few moments to pause, to rest, and to thank your body for all that it does for you. To thank yourself for showing up to your mat and taking this time to nurture your body. And let's stay for 3 more rounds of breath all together. Always the invitation to stay longer if you wish to do so. Breathing in through your nose. Purse your lips and exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Again, soft, smooth inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. Once more like that, breathing in. Let it go. If you're ready to finish up your practice, please wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring some gentle movement back into your body. If you're not already there, begin to bend your knees, maybe feet onto your bolster or knees hugging into your chest. Gently roll to one side of your body, using your palms from there to press yourself up until you find a seated position on your mat. Palms come together to meet in front of your heart. One final moment of gratitude, of reverence for this time on your mat today. I thank you so much for meeting me here on the mat. Until we meet here again, be well.